What's up? What's up? Trying something out here. We're going to try out this streaming thing on this camera. If anyone does tune in, we'll talk about money. Be here for about, 5-10 minutes and cut it off. Honestly, I've never done this before. So here we are. Yeah, buddy, it works. It works, doesn't it? We're gonna give this a shot later on in the I don't know, in the month or something, and see about awesome. Just set up the streaming stuff on the ZV-1. Got me a new wide angle lens for Christmas. So Santa Claus was good to me. You guys give it all of the things you wanted for Christmas. I got 4 people, it looks like, I guess. Alrighty. What are you guys working on out there to make money? What are you doing? What are you doing this week, this month, this coming year? What are you guys going to be up to? I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to keep putting out content about every 2-3 days as schedule allows. We're working on doing some more in the short-term rental space as far as Airbnbs go. We need to get some stuff done with our some capital gains tax that we have to pay for selling our apartment building and buying the couple of short-term rentals that we had that we bought this particular year. So that is going to be coming up. I know that there's not a whole lot of people that really watch my short-term rental videos, but I tell you what, if you guys are out looking to grow your wealth out there and looking to have some fun doing it and looking for something different than stock market investments, than investing in crypto or anything like that, I have found that short-term stuff is really awesome as far as investing in something that's fun and something that makes a lot of money. Let's see, you got a nose hair trimmer, getting old. Yeah, Greg, I see that. I got same thing going on. I got no hair here anymore, and I got hair coming out everywhere else. But that's a pretty cool thing for us, because we've been able to buy vacation homes and essentially have other people pay for them and make a pretty good mint off of that. I mean, I think we're up to we're up something like 300 something thousand in equity alone since June or since we started purchasing them in June. But yeah, guys, I'm buying the dips. Actually, I don't even buy the dips. I just do it. I just dollar cost average all the time, because I can't, like I told you guys before in the videos that I put out and stuff, I can't time the market. It's not something that anyone's going to really be able to do. But you just put money in when you can, and that's been, other than putting in money as soon as you can, and the time in the market beating time in the market. It's tough to do anything else other than dollar cost average, unless you just have a ton of money sitting around that you can just smash in there all at one time. So let's see here. Greg's doing some amateur crypto mining. I'm interested in that as well, and that's been something I've been doing a lot of research into as far as crypto mining, and I probably got into this a little too late. I was looking at Ethereum mining with GPU mining, but with them going to Ethereum 2.0 and getting to a proof of stake concept instead of a proof of work. That's kind of a wrench in the plans there. But I've been looking at the Bitcoin miners, the AMP miners and such, and I just don't know if that's worth the investment. The 28,000 or whatever I'm going to need to come up with to get an AMP miner. to do Bitcoin. So, we'll see how that goes. But I'm interested to hear about what kind of amateur mining that you're doing. Helium. I've heard it. I've heard of that. Heard of that. And I can't remember the channel that I was watching. I watch a bunch of channels. I probably watch more YouTube than I probably should. But you get down these financial rabbit holes and you just kind of keep going and going and going. SC Prime token. I'm not familiar with that token, to be honest with you. A lot of times people ask me about different tokens on here, like, what do you think about XYZ token? What do you think about this coin or that coin or whatever? And I just don't have mining uranium. I don't know. I'm hoping this channel goes double uranium. Thanks, Patriot Matt O. Those videos are tough to put together too, because there's so many facets of short-term rental and just investing in real estate, and I find it so hard to make it relatively entertaining and catchy. I watch Robuilt channel a lot. If you guys haven't seen his stuff, and he makes it really entertaining. I don't have a background in film. I don't have a background in editing. I don't have a background in Photoshop. So it makes it tougher to do these sorts of things. I'm sort of just shooting from the hip and learning how to do it on the way, on the fly. Again, I catch a lot of flack about not knowing how to pronounce these cryptos that come out, but Satamana, and you can see my dog walking around in the back. I'm not familiar with that one. Like I said, I usually just look at the ones that I know of, and if I tried to get into every single crypto that I ever saw, it would take forever. Hey, all right, Patriot Matt, get after it. I didn't even think anyone would be on with the time I'm doing this, but hey, you're welcome. I appreciate it. Appreciate all your all's support and all you guys watching and sharing this stuff and liking it, and I really appreciate you guys. What else we got here? The real estate content. I would really like to ramp that up quite a bit, to be honest with you. Saitama? I don't know. But yeah, the real estate content's fun. And to be honest with you guys, I've made most of my money quickly in real estate. And it's there's so many guys out there that do really good real estate stuff. I don't think that there's much hope for Doge. Me personally, I think that it had its moment in the sun. And yeah, I see your reads down here, Raymond. But I think that Doge had its moment in the sun, and it's not going. I don't see it having a big moment anymore, because there's not anything going on with the coin. There's no development. It's pretty much, started as a joke, and then it's just been it had nothing has happened with it other than Elon pumping it. When he pumped it and pumped it and pumped it and pumped it, and then he said it was what did he say? He didn't say it was a scam. He said it was a hustle on Saturday Night Live. I think that was it for it. And unless there's something that comes along, and that's what when I've gotten into SHIB, and when I first got into it, like I told you guys on the videos, it was a bet. It was a bet that I put that I made, and it was just a few $100, and it went up a lot. But as it got going and it got more developed, and I saw things happening with it, I had more faith in, when they started doing the Shiba Swap stuff, when they said they're going to do NFTs and games, and they started talking about their own blockchain and such. Things are going on, but with Doge, it is what it is, and I don't think that there's going to be much change in that at all. For SHIB, I think that there's a pretty significant upside, especially when Shibarium comes out, if it does. And all these are like ifs, but they've, like I said in the other videos, they've been pretty consistent with delivering on the stuff that they have said they're going to do. And if they have some metaverse things come out and it goes well, I think there's significant upside. I'm sure if you've seen my videos on it, I have a pretty decent philosophy that I think about how high things can go based on market cap. And I think that 0.301 is still where I put the limit on that until, there's like a major crypto breakout. And I think you're going to need to see Bitcoin really jump up before the rest of them do. Let's see here. Yeah, and I tell you, hey, Greg, getting into using crypto earnings to get into properties. you can get into real estate for less money than you think. For example, short-term rentals, we were able to use a 10% down second home loan because we do use it as a second home, but you can also then rent it as a short-term rental. And so we got into a $525,000 cabin for just over $52,000 with your fees and closing costs and bull crap like that. And it worked out pretty good. So if you can do that, then let's see, staked a bunch of sheep in the site. Are you in the Shiba swap there, Greg? And should you sell your Dodge? I don't know, man. That's up to you. It could go up. When the rest of the market has a breakout, I'm sure that Doge will go up as well with the rest of the cryptos, in the world. I don't tell you guys what to do. I tell you guys what I'm doing, and you guys have to make do your own research and such after that. So you're in the Shiba swap. See, I never even put anything in the Shiba swap. I heard of the really high gas fees, and it's just I kept all my stuff just in crypto.com. It's just sitting there waiting to be sold or whatever. But I'm interested when I make some more Shiba videos. I'd love if you'd comment on that and how that's going, and how what you're getting as far as rewards, because I know they had bone and leash rewards and things, and it's not in the forefront of my head right now, so I don't remember exactly where how each one of those works. But I think that crypto will go up. I think yeah, I mean, like I said, crypto is going to go up. It's just with the whole market will, and yeah, for a $500,000 place, you may have to work to afford it. Again, some of these videos that not a lot of people watched, I put on there. We started out we bought an $18,000 house in 2013 or 14. We just did, and it just needed some minor stuff, really, some electrical stuff. We sold that for $42,000, and we bought an apartment building for $80,000 in 2015. And we bought another little single family for $22,500 in like 2014 also, or 2015. And then we sold our apartment building this year in the spring for $200,000. And so we have just kind of done the Monopoly game where we just roll up to the next thing. And so, excuse me, we might have, we have like $1 million of assessed real estate down there. But by we, I mean, me and my business partner, my dad, we only have $46,000 into it of our own money. So we just kind of moved up. So there's no reason that you got to jump into that right this second. It's just reason. Oh, excuse me. Got to get a drink. It's only recently been that we've been able to do these larger properties because of just the moving up of the property ladder that we've done. Let's see. Yeah, I mean the gas fees for the Shiba swap, I think, are its Achilles heel. And if they can do something with Shibarium and make it much less expensive. Excuse me, I was eating popcorn. I think I got a popcorn kernel down here. But yeah, they can make the gas fees much more attractive. I think that it could be done. Alabama. Yeah, we've been looking at the Gulf Coast for Florida, Texas, Alabama for short-term rentals. There is because you can use that same 10% down loan in a bunch of different things. A bunch of different markets. As long as they're in separate markets, you can have as many second homes as you really want, as long as your income is enough to support it. New Orleans. I don't know, but I tell you what, I had my honeymoon in New Orleans. I was actually in school, and I could only take off like 3 days for honeymoon. And I went down there. So depending on where you are and how much it's worth and such, if you want to sell it, you can sell it. If you wanted to reinvest that money into another rental property, you can do a 1031 tax exchange and not pay capital gains on that if it's not your primary residence. If it is your primary residence, you can sell it and get up to $250,000 if you're single, and $500,000 if you're married, and capital gains tax free. So that again, a lot of people ask me, should I do this? Should I do that? And there's a lot of things you can do. And the one thing that I've kind of said on this channel for the longest time is that if you're in your comfort zone, you're wherever you're comfortable, that's probably holding you back. And so if you think that something's a good idea and you want to do it and you've put in the numbers, the research, and you're kind of just like, but you think it's a good idea, I always tell people to let it rip. And at the worst case scenario, you have a learning moment. I'll just repeat what there. Oh yeah, for sure. Everyone that lives in California. Hey, Dan, nice to see you here, man. Welcome. It's actually just, I think I titled this testing because that's what I was doing. But yeah, California is ridiculously expensive. Your tax rates are out of control. I'm from Kentucky. We're just south of Cincinnati, and you may be able to hear it in my voice. I don't know. I sound normal to me, but I might not to you all. And I know a lot of people moving out of California. I wouldn't invest there. I love it's a beautiful state. I've been there. It's a gorgeous place, but it's tough as far as regulations, taxes, and such are concerned. So, I would definitely, and I know that a lot of people that invest in the Smoky Mountains are from California because you guys typically have a lot of money. 100 grand here is a lot of money to make in a year. 100 grand out in California, isn't so much. And so a lot of folks that are out in California that are making $200,000-$300,000, and that's like a nothing, like a regular amount of money. I don't want to say nothing, but they'll take that money and move into Smoky Mountains where, it's expensive there. 2-bedroom places, you probably can't get one under 650 right now, to be honest with you, but there's no income tax, zero income tax. And our properties down there, they're assessed each at about $500,000, and their property tax bill annually is less than $1,000. So you guys out in the West, you can pick yourself up off the ground when you hear those numbers. But that's why people invest out there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and especially, I mean, like I said, California is beautiful. I love the weather. Love it. If it wasn't a tax nightmare, yeah, exactly. Exactly. With the shocked faces. Yep. It's crazy. It's one of the least taxed states in the United States. So yeah, there is no income tax in Texas, and I do like that. But the problem in Texas is your property taxes are make up for a lot of that. So the thing about Tennessee is there's no income tax. Property tax is almost nothing. It's pretty legit. Back to you, Diana. You live in Atlanta. You got property in New Orleans. I don't know if it's investment property. I don't know how you've held that, but if you want to unload that, there is a lot of different ways you can do that to try to avoid taxes. We should have done that on our property in our apartment building. But with the 1031 tax exchange rules, you have to identify property within like 45 days and close on it within 180 days. And we didn't know in the super competitive market of the Smokies if that was going to be something that we were able to do. That's a thing that's going to cost us some money, and we'll learn from it. Yeah. It's a California, beautiful place. Texas, beautiful. I've driven. I drove from Cincinnati to Las Vegas. And then we flew out we drove to Death Valley and such. So I drove through Texas. I drove through at least the top portion, the top little handle of Texas. Beautiful place. And the nice part is the interstates are wide open, so you can set the cruise at like 90. Not that I would have done that, but you could if you wanted to. Hey, no problem, man. Like I said, just look up your tax implications when you want to sell something. Look at what you can do with that money to reinvest it into something else, because taxes stink. No one likes paying them, but do what you can do. Yeah, okay. Texas Panhandle. That's the word that I was searching for. But let's see. So yeah, like I said, I'd like to do a lot more real estate stuff. It's just it's kind of tough to do it, and you get down in the nitty gritty of it. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with real estate, with financing, with avoiding paying taxes. It's one of my favorite investment vehicles. You know, stocks. Obviously, you guys see I do a lot of stuff on stocks. Um, yes, and I make money in that, and I like that. That's basically my savings account. I keep very little in cash. I did a video on how I did my emergency funds basically through credit cards. I keep very little in cash, keep all my money invested, and try to just keep it always making some sort of return. And so I've made a decent amount of money in the stock market in a very short period of time. But real estate is still just it's and I love it. And there's so many different income streams to it, and it's a great thing to do. Oh, for sure, Raymond. America is it's a gorgeous country, and you can see nearly anything in this country. And then I spoke to a lot of people said they were from Canada. I've been up there too, and that's a beautiful place as well. All righty. I tell you what, guys, I got to get going. Actually, I have to. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Um, I am going to probably be doing these live streams a little bit more often now. I got this all figured out, and I'm kind of getting more comfortable with this whole YouTube universe. This is definitely outside of my comfort zone, and that's another thing I've always talked about on this channel is stepping outside your comfort zone. Every single time I've done it, it's been to my benefit. Versus, because for one, the YouTube channel makes money. It's a side hustle. It's an income stream, but it's super fun to talk to you guys about this stuff and share my thoughts on it, get your all's feedback on it, and talk with people around the world. Around the world, that's the cool part about it. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. I got to actually get. We're doing Christmas at my dad's house tonight. It's like the week of Christmas all around here. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in today, and I'll put out some sort of schedule for this. I definitely wanted to do one around the 10,000 subscriber mark, so be sure. Yeah, absolutely. You made it here for the first one. Be sure to keep it. Keep sharing my stuff. Keep hitting that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Dan. This has been fun. I keep wanting to say it in my videos, like I'm coming at you live, but I never have because I was never coming at you live. Yeah, man, that's one of the coolest parts is connecting with people all around the world. I could just do this and just pump out videos, and which I've been putting out a lot more lately. I could just pump them out soullessly, and but it's cool connecting with folks around the world. It's one of the neatest things about the internet. A lot of people get down on the internet with the way society, social media addiction, things like that. But this is one of the cool things. And Google Maps, that's another one of the coolest things that was ever invented. All right, dudes, I am getting out of here. I will see you on the next one. I'll keep it updated on the community page. I appreciate you guys watching as usual. Get out there and get some of that money invested for us, guys. Catch you next time.